Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Guilty as Charged podcast. If you just watched my video from an hour ago, we're already back. I'm a teacher. I have no life, so I get to cover things like this throughout the day. And this one is brought to you initially by Alex Insdorf and I. Per Alex and I, and now the NFL's transaction wire, the Chargers tried out running back Nyheim Hines, per sources, or our sources. And then later, per the wire, which I did not have at the time, the Chargers also tried out running back John Kelly, who was with the Chargers briefly last year on their practice squad. This is not Joshua Kelly. This is John Kelly, a different player. That did throw me off for a second, but it is a different player. Nyheim Hines is definitely the more known name among NFL fans, I would say. He has not had any NFL carries or touches on offense or plays on offense since 2022. He was with the Browns last year, but did not get any run. Again, no snaps since 2022. He tore his ACL in 2023 during a jet ski accident. I hope this Chargers team, can just stay away from freak accidents this year. I hope that's all behind them. But the last time he was a returner, which might be the most notable thing here, he had 25 returns for 28.0 yards per attempt and 2 touchdowns. Darius Davis, as I mentioned in my previous video, and as Ryan Ficken said today, Darius Davis is the starter for now. He's earned it. He's going to be the guy most likely, but it's never always 100% his job, as Ficken said. There could be some competition. So maybe if the NFL is also trying to pivot towards more running backs, this is some competition for Darius Davis. His last season with over 50 carries, he did have one, obviously, in 2022, but I think he had 16 attempts. But his last season with over 50 carries, he had 276 rushing yards and 310 receiving yards. The previous year, he had almost 1,000 total all-purpose yards, which is great. And then John Kelly, a little bit less known. He has not had any NFL carries since 2021. His best year was with the Rams, I believe, in 2019. So it's 2025 for those who are keeping score. But he has had some special teams work since 2022, 33 snaps since 2022 on special teams, and did have a stint with the Baltimore Ravens last year. The big thing here, and I just want to say, by the way, I don't know anything. It's just reading through the tea leaves of this and trying to sort this out, as we're trying to do at this point in the offseason when we're not there and we're just going off of what we know based on news. It is possible that Joe Ortiz, as he does and often does, is leaving no stone unturned. They tried out Willie Snead earlier this year. He's not on the team right now. Even with Mike Williams retiring, they didn't automatically sign him when that happened. They didn't sign him after the tryouts. They're working through things. They do it all the time. The Chargers bring in tons of players. Sometimes they sign them. Maybe they sign them later in the year. This could just mean that. What is more likely, because it's pretty easy to piece together, is that both Najee Harris and undrafted free agent Raheim Sanders are both not practicing, and they might not practice anytime soon. We know that for sure with Najee Harris, him being on the NFI list. His agent said he's working to be ready for the start of the NFL season, week 1 of the NFL season. That's basically a month away. So it's possible Harris, even if all things go according to plan, isn't really ready until September, or at least August, I should say, late August after these 4 preseason games. Raheim Sanders, I don't really know. I don't believe he's missed all of the spring and OTAs and training camp, but he missed some time, and now he's missed some time today. He missed some time earlier. So I don't really know what his timetable is, but he's missed quite a bit of time, even though not all of it. And as a UDFA, you have basically a very small chance of making the roster. It's usually that one guy per year. And in a room like this, I don't know. Now, he might have made the roster given that Harris was not practicing, but Sanders isn't practicing. So now you have an issue. You don't have you can call Hampton the starting running back. Let's just say he's 1B. But your 1A and Najee Harris, the veteran running back you brought in, he's not practicing, fireworks injury issue, whatever that is, not practicing anytime soon. At the back of your roster, a UDFA who could be pushing Vidal or Patterson, for example, for a roster spot, he's not practicing. So the top of your roster and the bottom of your roster in terms of the running back depth chart, you don't have anybody. So you got to bring somebody else in. Hines, I don't know what his situation is. Daniel Popper tweeted out him recovering in Charlotte and trying to get back to basically trying to make his NFL comeback, because he's not an older running back, doesn't have a ton of mileage, but just that freak ACL injury. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with all of this. I don't know anything officially. All we do know is that the Chargers tried out 2 running backs today, one that they were familiar with and one who's more of a veteran in Hines. So we'll see. I don't know what all this becomes. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just passing along the news. Hopefully everybody's okay. Maybe they're just leaving no stone unturned. I kind of think this is in response to Harris and Sanders not practicing. So we'll see. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me again today. Take care. And as always, bolt up.